Hey, Broken Trident! How are you, dude? It's been a while. Things are going fine. I hope things are well with you. I'm having fun hanging out with all you fine people. We're giving away wargaming stuff. I'm drinking dirty water. And is it 2 o'clock yet? Time is it's 2:30 Central Time, so we're feeling good about this. Oh, and I get pizza tonight. I get stuffed crust pizza. Oh, it's gonna be so good. No pineapple on it. Sorry, Griefer. Beach, you did some crabbing. Lots of fun. Good, 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 good. Now, it is a very lovely Tuesday night. Now, this is a top tier game. No carriers. Wait, no. I'm sorry. This is a middle tier game. Your Kirov just happens to be in a failed division with their New Mexico. Ouch. But enemy team has a failed div as well. West Coast? Nice. So, Leningrad, fantastic, what we like to call a hybrid destroyer. It does everything well and nothing really poorly. Guns are fantastic. The speed is great. The concealment is good. 6.6 is the best you can get. Its torpedoes reach out to 8 kilometers. So you got a nice window there. It's got some really nice guns. Yeah, it's a Minsk with 8-kilometer torpedoes. Right, exactly. It's just a very comfortable ship. The 130mm guns on it are fantastic. I like that you've got your anti-air off. And you are detected. Now, you could have gone deeper in to try to spot the destroyer, but instead you've turned away, which is fine. You want to save your ship. Although, as you can see, you've opened yourself up to an awful lot of enemy firepower here. Alternately, you could have stayed in B cap and just smoked yourself for a bit. Hey, there you are, Khan.
I just wanted to get out of there.
So what's the decision for you to leave the cap like you did here?
There were too many ships over there. I just wanted to get out of there.
Okay. Fair enough. Fortunately for you, the Moss is deciding that he wants to die. You should oblige him of this. Yeah, gun traverse is pretty bad. SAT, I can't remember. Is it as bad as the Minsk or not as bad?
It's the same.
It's the same? Okay. The problem with the Leningrad is you cannot put this captain on a top tier Russian destroyer and have the exact same build. You almost absolutely had to have greased the gears for tier 7 and below Russian destroyers, whereas tier 8 and up, grease the gears is kind of redundant and not necessary. So the nice thing about Leningrad is she's a premium destroyer. The bad thing about Leningrad is you're really only going to put a captain on her up to a tier 7 tech tree. And you could put the other ones on, you're just wasting some efficiency. Main battery
The improved turret reverse and the improved preventive maintenance.
I'm sorry, say that again, Khan?
There's the Minsky on it with the improved turret reverse and the improved preventive maintenance.
There's a very good synergy there, yes, with the improved grease the gears or whatever it's called. Main battery on 1 and 3rd slot. Yeah, that's the one that increases the turret traverse too, if I remember right. So, you're right, a lot of enemies pushing over here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of death going on right now.
Yeah, I think I have main battery mod 1 and 3rd slot as well.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, the guns are so slow to turn. If you're going to play a destroyer hunter, you absolutely need those guns to work. Alright. Alright, so now we just have the usual, you know, sitting in smoke, firing, guns, all that good stuff. Nothing wrong here. Of course, you do have a Moss that could push you. You've got an Icarus that could push you. If I'm that Moss, though, I might think to try to go to Alpha, to ACAP, so we'll see what happens here. Leningrad can't effectively hunt destroyers because his concealment is too high. Yes and no, SAT. I mean, you're right, in an equal tier for tier or a competitive environment, I don't see Leningrad as a DD hunter. But in a random battle, you've got so much speed, if you encounter the destroyer with your face, by the time the destroyer tries to turn away, it's too late, you'll detect him. Like what you just did here with the Icarus. So who cares about his concealment being low? You just detected him. Now, I don't know that turning here is a good idea. Gets your guns to bear, but it might allow the Icarus to disengage. Of course, he shot you, so there's that. Bismarck kills North Carolina. Alright, there you go. Icarus has made Inky and ran. Here's where you could dump torps at him, and then I might even turn to try to come up next to him, so that when his smoke ends, I could just essentially assassinate him.
Yes, that's the plan, and he is very elusive.
While we have a moment, there was talk earlier, there was a question, is there a mod that allows you to see stats of players in game? Yes, there is. I don't like to run it. That's the one mod that I will not run. And the reason for that is not because it's a toxic thing. I mean, sure, there's that. Oh, look, you just lost ACAP. I bet you the Moss went to A. It's because it makes you assume things that might not necessarily be true. If I play a ship and I've got a 40% win rate in that ship, but I have a 60% win rate overall, you might think I'm a Unicum player, watch out for me. But the reality is, I don't know how to play the ship worth crap. So, I don't like using stats mods. I really don't. I don't think that they provide that much value in the game for anybody. And on top of that, yes, you can be salty. Oh, so-and-so's only a 52% or blah. I could do that. I used to. That's not worth it. Alright, so Icarus did the smart thing. He hit smoke, and then he continued to run. There he is. He waited until he was detected on concealment to open up. Now you're continuing to farm this Königsberg. Unfortunately, your Arizona and Pensacola are both running away from you. So you might need to be thinking about... I mean, luckily for you, he's by himself too, so that's gonna work.
Yeah, I was like, the Königsberg guns are a bigger concern than the Icarus that should taken out before.
Mm-hmm. Now, you took the time to switch to AP. I think 1 or 2 cycles earlier would have been the time to switch to AP if you're going to. Fortunately for you, it didn't matter. You could switch back to HU, no problem. Here comes the assassination. There he is. And now he's got nowhere to run. He's got no smoke. Yeah, fortunately, Icarus can't aim. That's true. I mean, I think he is running the poop camo. Your rudder is hit. Looks to me like you do not have last stand because you're
don't have last stand.
Yeah. That's okay.
I don't run last stand on these.
Yeah, you put him as more of a gunboat than anything else, right?
Right.
Now, because your rudder is out, you might want to use this as an opportunity to speed juke. There you go. Alright, now. Full speed forward, right at him with engine boost. I would try to go for the assassination here. Bismarck is nearby, so you have to be thinking about that afterwards. You are relatively low, but the Bismarck is looking at the Algerie, so that works in your favor. Don't shoot here. Don't shoot here. Oh, you shot here. Me personally, I'd rather you kill the Icarus, and then you can go farm the Bismarck.
The Icarus kept running.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I was talking about earlier about sailing straight at him with engine boost activated. When you didn't, this is the next best thing you can do. But you're within his secondary range. Even if he can't hit you, you're going to take some secondary damage here.
Right.
Which is why you're smoking. Now you've got to decide whether or not this Bismarck is going to charge you with Hydroactive, or he's going to turn away and run. It looks like he's going to turn away and run, which might have saved your Algerie. Farming Bismarck was... See, to me, SAT, I'd rather have both. Like, if you go after the Icarus, kill him, smoke, then shoot the Bismarck. But... that's alright. Let's see what happens. The turn to switch to AP, I think, was a little bit too late to take advantage of that broadside.
Yes, I switched back.
Killing Icarus would put him in the middle of 4 people. That is exactly right, SAT. But looking at the score, I'm just thinking the play needs to be made. Regardless, we're gonna have to see what happens here. How all this stuff gets set up. Oh, you're out of smoke. You're out of smoke. Well, maybe. We don't know SAT. And right now you're in a really kind of precarious position against what you would expect to be a secondary spec Bismarck. Oof. Took a hit there. I think you got him. Nice. Arsonist to boot. 678 hit points. Okay. Now you're gonna need to... God. I would say probably rendezvous with the Algerie and then try to work with him as a fleet. You do have some...
I go towards Algerie. I try to get D with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have caps.
Right, and that goes back to my earlier mention. If you had killed Icarus, nothing would have grabbed Charlie. Also, Icarus... I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Icarus went north like this, torpedoed the Amagi, and went into the cap. That's just my guess. Stevie is looking quite healthy, quite happy right now. I would tell the Amagi to go to the Talon, because pairs. Amagi Talon work together. You Algerie work together. The least that you can do is try to make it work. Your turn there, maybe get into the cap first, then turn. It's a small little thing. I know you're trying to get the cap and then go into B as quickly as possible. I get that. Okay, I like that your Amagi and Talon are both going together into Charlie. And you see, because that means if you and your Algerie go into B, if the Massachusetts is behind the island, he can do absolutely nothing to help the Icarus should he be spotted by either of your groups. This is good. That's what you need right now.
I was so low health, I didn't want to get detected by the Icarus.
Absolutely. 678, you get detected, he shoots, you die, that's it. Smart choice by the Algeria to use Hydro. I would have liked to have seen the Talon curve in with the Amagi, but that's okay. He's too busy looking at the Massachusetts.
Yeah, the Magi took Icarus top, so I knew the Icarus was in B.
Well, Magi's getting the cap. You're getting the cap, so... And the Icarus is nowhere to be found, so the question is, where the hell is he? I might even ask the Talon to just radar, because you have no idea where he is, and there might be a chance the Talon caps the... or captures him on radar. He's got 12-kilometer radar. That reaches pretty far, and he died anyway, and really didn't do much for the team. So... Coughlin, hello! Good evening to you, too. When the Icarus torqued, I would instantly bring up... So, in other words, when the torpedoes were spotted, you look at the minimap and see where they are. If there are 2 racks of torpedoes, whichever one is behind is telling you the direction that the Icarus is moving. So, that could get you some really good information. Algerie says, live and we win. Now, funny he should mention that, since he's a one-shot for the Massachusetts. You at least have your smoke.
Right.
In fact, I might go to the Algerie and provide him with smoke so that he can get the heck out of this area without getting killed.
I'm taking a long route to spot the Massachusetts.
See what happens. I love it. The Algeria says just live and we win, and then he curls in to charge the Massachusetts. I don't like this at all. Charlie, he's in Charlie.
I did not trust the Magi to do anything. I was like, Icarus might get him.
1 minute left. You have to hope that the Massachusetts pops out and gets himself killed by the Amagi. Just kill the Massachusetts. With a minute 20 to go, you have a very small window of getting your torpedoes on him. To the point where, yeah, going with guns might be the best way to do it. You just have to hope that the secondaries don't kill you.
Yeah, and he's pointing the other way, so I just shoot on him.
And you gotta hope also that the Algerie doesn't get killed right here. But the Amagi's detecting him, so that's good. Whoa. 201 hit points, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. Okay. 40 seconds to go. Now I'd be screaming at the Amagi to not go across that torpedo lane there.
Exactly. But he goes towards C, and I was like, just don't take torpedoes. Just don't take torpedoes. I'm just saying that to myself.
Now, the Amagi does have a really good torpedo defense system, but... Oh. Now, back up to where I was talking about killing that Icarus. I mean, look how much damage the Icarus did. Wow. Right. SAT, right. He almost threw here. The thing was, I don't think Khan knew that the Amagi was spotting the Massachusetts. I think he was planning on, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you were planning on shooting, and then smoking, and then just continuing to shoot wherever you thought he would be, right?
Yes, I was like, if I spot him, I can shoot him, and if he shoots, then I can smoke up and be able to shoot back at him.
Yeah. So you got lucky, essentially, that the Amagi was spotting him, so you can keep shooting him.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sending that one in. That,
Matter, smoke first.
So what he's saying is, smoke first, slow down, break line of sight, then open up with your guns. And even if you're guessing, it's okay. I do kind of agree with him there. You don't want to you don't want to chance everything to secondaries. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks for sending that one in. That was a good replay to cover, man. That was awesome.
Thanks.
And we're gonna start our next battle. We're gonna run a 30-second ad, and I'm gonna go hit the head for a second. Be right back. Oh no, we lost! Oh my god, that's terrible! That's okay. So we got a good run there. We got some good stuff out of this. Let me go ahead and we're gonna go back to the campaign. Don't forget, by the way, to use your scroll, your keys. There you go. Alright, we're gonna go back to campaign. I have to collect goodies. There you go. Goodies, goodies, goodies. I like this. We have an Odyssey chest. This is a great chance for captains to get a skin. Alright. This is a very hard 4 skull, so put your best units down, especially if you've got an epic unit or 2 or something like that available. This is what you guys want to make sure. Now, I do have a Black Sean Bard, but it is from a earlier version of the game, I believe. It's looks like May 24th. Excuse me. So if that's the case, we are going to have to pick a different replay. Yep. Okay. I always give it 2 tries. It failed. That's fine. Move it to the done pile. And we're going to try the next ship, which is a Marceau. We had talked about the Marceau in the most recent Zath chat about coal ships that are available for purchase. So we'll take a look. Hey, there you go. An epic Virtual Senpai warrior. Khan has a good stash of replay tokens available to him, and he is using them for his Lenin game. Alright. So, I will do that after this next replay. Alright, Khan?
Okay.
Because I'd already started loading up this one.
That's right.
Hey, Oskin's an epic war beast. Roar! That's a big roar.
Roar indeed, sir.
Alright, let's get this going. I still can't believe you haven't tried a flavor of the day at Culver's yet. For how much you go there? Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. It's good.
I mean, I'm not saying that I live only in a permanent routine, but I do a lot of things by routine.
Hey, I'm with you there, man. I am totally with you there. Another Veneto torture replay? Well, SAT, we'll see if that makes it, alright? Man, it's getting warm in this room. I had the fan on earlier, and I've had to go barefoot to try to keep myself a little bit cool. Let's see what the temperature is in this room. 78 degrees in this room. 73 outside. I wonder if I should open the windows. I'm gonna open the windows. Give me a second. Who is this anyways? This is tire. Okay. Message him, let him know. Top tier and a tier 8 character is pretty funny. Check out my Fabletics Man booty.